Welcome to another episode of The Scoop podcast brought to you by West Philadelphia High School. We have another, one of the coolest teachers in the whole school. We have Miss Blake. What's up, Miss Blake?
Hey, I go by Blizzie Blake.
Blizzie Blake.
Okay.
Blizzie Blake.
Yes.
And of course, we have the wonderful Miss Abeni Johnson interviewing her today.
Hello.
What's up, ladies? How y'all doing today?
Hey.
I'm good.
We're doing well. It's Women's History Month. Shout out to the women and the young adult.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what does that mean to y'all when you hear Women's History Month? What do you think that means to you guys? Being a young woman, being, an older woman. Not old.
I'm not an older. I'm not an older woman. Okay, I just turned 32. But no, so Women's History for me, it just means being a part of change and living up to your highest potential, so you can pass down gems to the younger women to follow.
Okay, what about you, Abeni? What do you feel like it means?
I would say the same thing, but also, society, like I feel like women is like put down on a pedestal that's lower. So for the month, you able to appreciate the women now, like Miss Blake, for example, and those that have made history for women like us.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Nice.
dope. Shout out to women all across the world, man. Shout out. Especially black women.
Yes.
So Miss Blake, what do you teach here at the school? Like, what do you teach?
To start, a little background, I am a product of the school district of Philadelphia. I went to Kensington High School. I started off as a school safety officer. I did that for 6.5 years. I would notice how a lot of students would come to my office just for advice and stuff like that. And I was like, I think I could be a teacher. So this is my second year in the classroom at West Philadelphia High School. I teach a mental health class for boys and then a mental health class for girls. I also do cosmetology.
Oh, that's fire. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
So how long, you say you've been working here for 2 years in the classroom. So how long have you been doing cosmetology?
So I would say since I was 9 years old, I learned how to braid just by watching videos and watching other people. So I've been doing it all my life.
So this year you have the cosmetology class, or since you've been working here, you started it?
This is my second year with the cosmetology class.
Do you have a favorite? I know that's like a tricky question, but do you like teaching the wellness classes, or do you like cosmetology better?
So I think they both go together. I love teaching a wellness class because it has to do with social emotional learning. Like, I want to teach kids how to be able to deal with trauma, how to process issues, to teach them how to cope in a positive way. And then when you get to cosmetology, you have the customer service part of it. So it's not just doing hair and makeup and nails and stuff like that. It's learning how to grow as a person and how to service people in a productive way.
That's decent.
Yeah.
So what happened, man? We were supposed to do, I teach barbering. You got the cosmetology. Did we talk about possibly doing like a hair show or something here at the school?
Yes, that's the goal. We definitely want to get a hair show in at least by the end of the school year. So we should definitely connect. I know you always send your kids up to my class to borrow my hair products. So it's like, yes, he need that got to be spray so he could lay the boys' waves down, but they want edges now. So
no, you gotta spray the whole and spray
the hairline in place.
Right.
Bonnie take my class, so you gotta figure out
class. Oh, that's nice. I want to learn how to cut too.
Yeah, because I feel like cosmetology and barbering hand. Like, I do the braids, but I can cut you up too.
Yeah, that would be nice. See, women, we really run the world. When we start cutting, oh my God, it's gonna be
over. Y'all men is gonna be out of business.
Yes, a one-stop shop.
Definitely, you look on Instagram and social media stuff. There's definitely a lot of females that's nice with the clippers. Like, I'm talking about real nice with the clippers.
Right.
And then y'all a lot better than us too, as far as like with the social media stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they know how to like infuse the two. So they like looking pretty while giving out some sharp lines. Just like they know how to like run the bag up. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's what's up. So what else you do? You do a lot of stuff around the school though.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. I'm partnered with Penn as well. I do an after school program. Monday through Friday from 3 to 5:30. I love the after school program because it gives my kids opportunities to learn more into the cosmetology and it keeps them off the streets. Like if I miss a day of school, they calling me up, Miss Blake, where you at? You supposed to be here. We got after school. So it was like, I'm here just to help the kids reach their highest potential any way possible.
So the after school program is still cosmetology?
Yes, it's cosmetology.
So is it only for the kids that take your cosmetology class or you can sign up for it?
So what I did was, since we only have maybe 25 kids in cosmetology during the day, I made that available for students after school who don't have cosmetology. So anybody can sign up for after school.
Yes, because it's competitive to get into cosmetology class. I remember last year I wanted to get in there. That's how I ended up taking barbering.
Okay.
Because it's limited spots for real.
It is. But hopefully, you can get in next year.
I'm a senior.
Oh, you a senior? Oh, okay. I'm also doing a summer program for cosmetology.
Okay, now I do this.
And if you feel like you want to stop in after school anytime, you're always welcome to do that as well. I feel like every girl should have the opportunity to learn something new, to feel confident and to make sure.
Even you don't have to do it as a career path, but even just to learn how to maintain and keep up with yourself. Like I could do a little ponytail. I don't have to worry about a hairstylist not booking. Like,
Yep.
Hit me with the hey boo text. No, I could do it myself a little bit.
Exactly. And also, when the seniors was taking their pictures, I had a few girls come up and was like, Miss Blake, can you get me together? Mm-hmm. So we hooked her up. We did a wig and stuff like that. And she felt more confident because she didn't want to take her pictures at first. So I'm glad I was able to be available for that. So any girl that ever need help with their hair, fixing their hair, I'm always available. My door is always open because I want everyone to look confident.
That's decent.
Like your room number in?
My room number is room 207. So come and see me whenever. I'm here for y'all.
All right, y'all vibing a little bit too much. She's supposed to be working at my barbershop in the summer, so you trying to do summer stuff and do all that. Like she's supposed to be rocking with me in the summer. You know what I mean? So don't try to steal my employee. So what's up? I want to switch gears a little bit, man.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is definitely a school-based podcast, but I think the viewers and stuff, they just want to hear more about the people, and not like no controversy and but they want to hear more about the person and stuff like that. And I feel like I've been wanting you to get on because I feel like you're one of the realest people in the school, and I just like the vibe that you have. Let's start off like this. Why was y'all beefing? You and Abeni.
Okay. All right, she can start off. Go ahead.
Let's tap into it.
I'm a senior, so I really don't be in the hallways. I go to class, on lunch, leave. So this day I was in Let office. I was talking to him, his office on the second floor. And it was time for lunch. So they was kicking the kids out like off the hallways. I did not know this because I don't be down there. So when she was like, get out, like, mind you, they blowing the whistles, they talking, they yelling at me.
It's chaos.
And then like,
was Weezy up there?
So busy, like.
Was Weezy up there too?
No, she wasn't.
That would have been crazy.
But, you got JoJo, it's so much. Then the kids is trying to transition. It's just too much. So it was like I started getting like irritated because I was getting overstimulated. And I ain't gonna lie, I did take it out on her. But I feel like if she was the closest person to me,
right?
Then somebody had a microphone. It was just too much.
It was me. I had the blowhorn.
Oh yeah, like she was yelling in a microphone. Mind you, her voice project.
Right.
With the microphone in my ear, I'm just like, all right. Like now, I have attitude. Like mind you, she like, y'all gotta leave. It's the second floor. I'm like, I'm new here. Like I don't know. Did y'all be kicking us off the floor? Like I guess I was moving too slow for her too. So it was just a lot.
All right, so from my perspective, I start off by saying I apologize since you didn't know the policy. So they have a new policy in place where each staff member during lunchtime, we try to support climate. So each staff member during lunchtime, we clear the hallways out. So, nobody end up fighting. Nobody is not where they're supposed to be. Everybody should be in class or either at lunch. So that particular day, what I like to do, because I have a sense of humor and, I like to talk on the blowhorn. So I'm walking down, I'm screaming, clear the hallways, let's go. You're about to get an overnight. And I come from school safety, so I hopped in that bed.
Right.
Even though I was joking, but you didn't know me, so I get it. But yeah, I was telling them to clear the hallways, and she was like, "Oh, who's she talking to?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm talking to you."
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Sometimes when they pop it, we pop it big, but I ain't mean no harm like that. But I'm glad we able to see eye to eye now and move on.
So just to clarify, ladies, I decided to bring that up because it's such a beautiful thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? The conflict is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So from time to time, you may have an issue with somebody, but it's such a beautiful thing to see that y'all are able to sit here and talk it out and actually, you know, do something like this, you know, after, you know, just recently having a little confrontation.
It was not recently. This was like in like November.
Oh, she made it seem like it was yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this was months ago. But even that though, like, you know how some people hold grudges towards it? Like, oh, I don't like that. She's like, it was after that, it was just like, all right, cool. It is what it is. Like,
because it literally was what y'all just explained. Like, you were super. I would have probably been overstimulated if I don't know the policy and somebody's coming down the hallway with a blowhorn. But and knowing Miss Blake, she is funny and like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the kids love her. Like, when he told you one of the kids to get the Sprite, I was gonna go up there, but Nate and them was like, no, I won't go up there. I won't go up there.
They just wanted to go.
Just
like,
go up there and get it.
And it's crazy because when I seen you as I was walking in, I'm like, oh, he want me to interview with her? I said, me and her beefing. But I was joking. I'm not the type of person. And that's why I think I do well in a classroom. I make my classroom where it's room for mistakes. And, you know, I'm going to make mistakes too. Just because I'm the teacher, I'm still learning. Like, I can learn a whole lot from the students, just like y'all can learn from us. So it's about, you know, moving forward. Like, you might have conflict with somebody, but when you able to, you know, be like, all right, let me take accountability for what I did and move forward and stuff like that, everything will flow and work well. So
yeah, Ms. Blake, me and you have a lot of similarities. I can't stand an educator who just thinks that they know everything. It all. Yeah. I learned so much from the youth that is crazy. Yeah. And I like to learn from them. I like to learn what they're into. Like, honestly, that's what helped drive, you know, this podcast. Like, just wanting to know more about them and learn from them so I can, you know, better help them. You know what I mean? From a older perspective. What else? What else you want to talk about?
So you said that you went to Kensington High School.
No, Kensington.
Yeah, she went. Yeah, she up. I don't want to say what.
Yeah, I went to Kensington Business. Listen, the way it look now, it was not like that back in the day. It wasn't.
I think it's they cleaning it up though.
Yeah, they trying.
Yeah, they trying.
They trying. I'll crack it up.
Yeah, because it had some rough days. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So did you ever go to college?
Yes, I went to college. So right after high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. But my mom had me when she was 16 years old and she couldn't finish her education because she had to raise me. So it was like, I'm like, I don't have a plan. I just know like that sounds like the best move, like graduate high school and then go right to college. When I got to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I was at college. Right. I'm like, all right, that's the thing. I'm popping. Okay. So my first year in college, it was just like, I'm just here just because I didn't know what I wanted to do at first.
So did you finish out with college or did you drop out?
Okay, so after my first year of college, I ended up pregnant and I had a son when I was 20 years old. After my son was about 5 months, I realized I was like, I don't want to repeat the cycle. You know, my mom had me young and she didn't finish school. So I went back to school after my son was about 5 months. I didn't want to repeat the cycle. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to school for criminal justice. I do like the law field and stuff like that. And I got my associate's degree. After I finished my associate's, I was like, I could get my bachelor's. That wasn't hard. Right. And then after my bachelor's, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go up another level because I'm the first kid. I'm the first one in my immediate family to do this. And then I went and got my master's degree.
Okay, put the clippings on.
I did. You don't have the headphones on, so you can't hear it.
Okay.
I was on it.
Okay. Right. You got to keep it going.
Yes, but criminal justice, that's not my major, but kind of in that same field. I want to do forensic science.
Okay.
So I did take a couple classes at CCP, Criminal Justice 101, but like, not the full.
She didn't really, I guess she's saying she didn't really like dive into it as much.
Yeah, so it's like, so for you to have your master's in it, like, what?
So what I did was I got my bachelor's in criminal justice because I thought I wanted to be a police officer and then a detective.
I could see that.
But
I
then
can't see that.
You can't.
A cop?
yeah, I wanted to be a cop at first, and that's why I started off with school safety. I was like, I could do this and stuff like that. But I was like, my purpose in life is more than that. Like when I started working around kids, I was like, I wanna help them break down barriers. You know, I didn't have all the guidance and stuff that I needed growing up, but as I became an adult, I was like, I want to give back to the students. That's my purpose in life. So I went and got my master's in organizational leadership and management because one day I do want to open up my own nonprofit where I have a building where students can just come and, you know, get all the resources that they need to be successful.
Kind of like a rec center.
Yeah, something like a rec center.
I can see that
Community
too.
center or something like that.
I can see that.
Do something like that, you think it'd cost a lot of money to start up, or would you get like sponsors and stuff like that to help?
I feel like I might go the nonprofit way so I can get sponsors and stuff like that. I'm not looking to make an income out of it. I'm looking to build the youth up and give them the tools that they need so they can operate in life.
So let's talk about that, like the youth, like, you know, clearly, you know, yourself, you know, myself and you, we care about the youth. And like, what do you think we missing? What do you think we're like kind of not getting to that? Because I think we both do a good job in trying to like, you know, expose them to positive things and positive ways to make money and stuff like that. Where do you feel like we may be falling short? Because I feel like, you know, we still got a long way to go.
I feel like as adults, we're falling short with addressing the mental health part of it. And when I say the mental health, I'm talking about when kids are like falling asleep in class or when they're saying, you know, I just don't feel good. We missing the signs that these kids are going through depression. They dealing with trauma. You know, they seeing their friends and stuff get shot and stuff like that. We're missing the mental health piece. And once we address the mental health issues that the kids are facing, they can produce productive and quality work and stuff like that in school in order to be successful.
I agree. Because, for example, I'm not going to use nobody or anything like that, but let's just say, like,
say no name.
yes, let's just say, like, for example, a student here ends up getting killed, gun violence. The only thing I feel like the school does is sends out an email, you know, to the parent and say, oh, yeah, we lost a student, da-da-da. But I feel like that day when everybody come and go to the gym, might have a mental health day, tell them, da-da-da, woo. Like, for example, Miss Blake has a wellness class. She's probably going to hold that at 3 p.m. after school. If you got anything to say off your chest, go do this, do that. And then I feel like another thing is they push, like, oh, if you feel a problem, go to the counselor or something. But some kids probably not cool with the counselor. They probably cool with Miss Blake or or Mr. Green. So it was like, I feel like they should have something like that.
So you're saying that, okay, I agree with that. They should have like the counselors. First of all, I love let's give a shout out to the counselors.
Yes, shout out to the
I'm cool with the counselors.
Especially
each and everyone.
Danielle, Amy, like I love all of them. Miss Little, I love all of them in there. But I do agree with you. Sometimes, you know, students may not, you know, maybe they didn't, you know, use their services yet, so they weren't able to like build a rapport, or they just, you know, maybe they don't vibe or whatever. That's cool. I do think, you know, I do it. Like I do it, like Ms. Blake says she does too. So I do have relationships with the kids, but I think it maybe should be something more intentional that, you know, we can have for teachers like myself and Ms. Blake to, you know, have like spaces for the kids to come and share and, you know, open up and stuff like that. I do agree with that.
Yep. And be authentic. Like whether you're a teacher or a climate staff, a classroom assistant, you have to be authentic when addressing these students because they can realize when you're being fake. They know if you really care about them. They know if you know, if you have a good heart or if you just mean well. Like, be authentic so we can really support the whole child.
Nah, for sure. These kids, they definitely can read between the lines. Like, they can sense.
Yeah.
They can sense some, you know, BS. You know what I mean? They can sense when they feel like somebody isn't really, you know, being genuine with them. I like telling this story that I had with my second year here. I was in front of my class and literally got a phone call from a friend I went to college with. And he told me that our mutual friend that we were all real close in school, you know, was murdered or whatever. And literally, like, it was so overwhelming. Like, I started tearing up and I had to like step right outside the class. It was one student, like, and like this kid, man, he was like West Philly's like was a terror in here. I ain't gonna lie, but he saw, what I was dealing with. He came out, asked me like what had happened. I told him, and he just, you could tell he knew exactly what I was dealing with when he saw me emotional over that situation with my friend being murdered. You know what I'm saying? He just literally like sat in the hallway with me. Like he ain't get too emotional. He ain't like hug me and do none of that. He just sat with me, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think me and him like forever got a bond after that moment. You know what I mean? So that was deep. These kids know what it is. They know what's real. They can see when you know what I mean, being genuine, if you just from a genuine place. And, we come from where they come from. You with the Kensington. So
right. All right. We're not going to keep shading Kensington, okay? And look what Kensington made. You see?
I know, yeah. That's okay. You need applause for that. Look what Kensington. Shout out to Kensington.
Yes.
Nah, that's decent. That's decent. So, word on the street. Give me a little... Should we tap in or no? Like,
we could tap in, okay?
What's up with them banana puddings?
Listen. Everybody love the banana pudding. Miss Blake, you got pudding. So that started. My son had made banana pudding for Thanksgiving, and everybody loved it at the house. So he was like, "Mom, I want to be an entrepreneur." So I was like, "I'm gonna back you. Whatever it is we got to do. Like, if a kid tell you they want to do something." Even if we know they're going to fail or not, we have to back their decision. So my son started selling banana pudding and stuff like that. And I gave out some samples to the school, and all the kids love it. So I think we're going to run with their business.
I ain't going to lie, I had a sample. Young boy got a hand.
He had two or three samples, okay?
Yo, chill.
He had two or three.
I'm coming down. Like, a little cheat meal. Like,
right.
But no, he definitely know what he's doing, though. That's crazy. I got a story. Another quick story. Like, I made banana pudding for what they call it, like when you have like a party or something with your friends and everybody bring a dish or something like that.
Oh, like a potluck or something, right?
It was like a potluck. So my grandma used to make banana pudding. I tried to make it. I brought it to the potluck. I'm talking about it was trash. Like,
oh my God.
If I had my homegirls on here, they'd be like, that banana pudding was terrible.
Oh, great.
So the fact that
your grandma recipe?
Like she had passed away at this point, so I ain't even like have it. I ain't like, and I tried like, I don't know what I did, bro. it wasn't right though.
I'm great. No, grandma banana pudding always gonna be good.
Yes, that's the best.
I was just about to ask her, like, how did your son make the banana pudding? Is it your recipe, grandma recipe?
So it's actually my mom recipe, which is his grandma. Grandmoms, they do the thing, and he added a little twist to it.
Okay.
Yup, he added a little twist.
We talk about them cookies, isn't it?
Yup. So you know how back in the day, grandmoms just used the regular wafers and stuff like that.
That's all my grandma used. She used
so my son, he threw the strawberries in there and he added the chessman cookies. I think the chessman cookies make it go crazy.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yup. All right, I'm gonna make sure you tried it. All right.
Yeah, like after the month, I'm gonna try it.
Yup. I got you.
Oh yeah, you still fasting right now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Ramadan. What's that like?
Fasting? I'm not gonna lie, like it's the first couple of days it's not gonna be hard, but it's gonna take time to get used to. But I feel like once you get up, you eat breakfast, because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It don't matter what time you eat it, it's the most important meal. So I feel like if you get up and you eat it, and you have in your mind like, okay, this is the cause what I'm doing it for, this is X, Y, and Z, I feel like it's easy.
So how early do you gotta get up and have that first meal?
Get up before Fajr. So every day it go down a minute. So right now it starts at 5:41. So you would get up in between that time, like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever time you want to get up, just before 5:41. And then you eat.
That's early.
It is.
Yeah, my alarm don't go up till about 6. Then I might put it on snooze till about 6:15.
Oh no. Mm-hmm. But it started off that early.
Oh, okay.
Started off like 6:30, but then
then it keeps going.
Yeah.
Hey, when do it stop? Like
I think the earliest time it stops this month is probably like 5:30 something.
Oh, okay. So it go down by like the minute.
Yeah, it go by like a minute or maybe 2 minutes every day, but it's not too crazy. Like you getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yep. I like to add one thing we did to support the Islamic students here at the school and cosmetology. Any female student that needed their hair braided straight back, I did their straight backs for them. So,
yes, because a lot of like some kids don't know how to cornrow.
Right.
Even their parents, you know, they was busy back then. They didn't have nobody teach them or had the time to take it. So nobody want to pay $50 for no cornrows.
Exactly, right.
Come on.
Yep.
That's how much cornrows?
Yes.
Yep.
Then they be trying to, it's a sale, $45. What?
Yeah.
Hold on. So y'all telling me y'all paying $50 for some straight backs?
Yeah. Not weave added. Just your natural hair.
Yep.
And y'all be tripping about barbers charging $50 for haircuts now? $50 for straight backs?
Well, straight backs last a little bit longer than the cuts.
Yep.
I will say that. Over time, I don't know what's going on, but them cuts not lasting as long.
All right, so how much is a washing curl?
A washing curl, like a press?
Yeah, like just natural hair, wash it straight, like what Miss Blake got right there. Like
so this
nice
too.
Yeah, this run about $50. But thank God I do my own hair, so my hair is free.
So how long? Like, let's be honest, how long would that last you?
2 weeks, long as you wrap your hair every day.
But some people, if you smart though, you get it pressed. Then once you get a little old, you might do a little slick ponytail or something, make it last a little longer.
That's exactly what I do.
I think y'all capping. You know, like
listen, we not capping.
So serious.
You know what I'm saying, you gonna have like shower heat from the shower, gonna frizz it up.
Yes.
Yep.
A cap ain't covering.
No, you wrap it. Okay, then you put your shower cap on. Maybe put another one on. Why are you trying to wet your hair in the shower?
Exactly. We not wetting our hair in the shower.
Like,
no, but I'm saying, don't the steam also like?
Why'd you in the shower for that long if you know you got to press?
Yeah, and drop the temperature some so your hair won't sweat out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes
y'all
though,
got
like
remedies.
just the neck area, like the back of the neck, and sometimes the front might get wet, but that's the easy press. But the whole head though, come on.
All right. I'm just saying because we be taking a lot of slack. Everybody want to be all up in arms about barbering prices now. Like I'm like, yo,
y'all get enhancements. Y'all wetting it in the shower?
They got waterproof enhancements now.
Oh, for real? Oh, they didn't evolve.
Right? They know they don't want to wash that white chalk line.
Like, come on now. That's the same way with the prize.
Right. Y'all gotta show more support for guys, man. Because I think that's so y'all do whatever to y'all hair. As soon as we want to add a little razzle dazzle to our cuts, it's like I don't like that white stuff.
Right.
No, because some people be overdoing it. Like,
yeah, they do.
This is not a chalkboard.
What the two rare guys like.
Yes. Then the lines be crooked. I don't like that.
What, the lines?
Yeah, like I don't like it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's a youth thing. It's a youth thing. I kind of like try to listen and just like try to vibe with what they vibing with to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Because when we was younger, Miss Blake, you already know, like we had our stuff that was our stuff. Like I know we look back at pictures like, yo, we was wilding. I know I do.
Yeah, I think I kept it cute and natural.
That's all I just say. Like back then, you don't look at your pictures like, dang, my hair look a mess.
I was always like a straight hair ponytail.
Airdrop, look, when we done, airdrop me some throwback pics. And when I edit this video.
All right, okay, I got it.
When I edit this video.
Her best throwback pics.
And I'm talking about some when you was young, not some Jones from 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
I'm talking about, send me some pics.
When you was in high school.
All right, I got you. I got you.
You know how I do it on the edits, Bonnie. So as soon as we talk about this, we get to this point.
Listen, I got you. You're going to be cracking up.
I'm going to pull up some pics. Show the people, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, but speaking of cosmetology, you do nails, right? You sell them?
Miss Kelsey do. I don't.
But you don't make them in your class?
No, Miss Kelsey make them. We just do like regular polish, or we'll do acrylic and stuff like that. We don't sell them.
Are y'all like a team or not? Really?
We are affiliated. We are under the one umbrella of cosmetology. Miss Kelsey, shout out to her. She definitely help the kids make their own press-on nails, and then they sell them and stuff like that. So they're doing really good with it. They do have pop-up shops during lunchtime, and you can purchase the nails.
Yeah, I purchased some for my daughter, and she put them on the stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they're like reusable and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I seen them around.
They're a little pricey though.
Yeah, they run for $20, but I think it's worth it because it comes with the nails. It comes with the glue.
It was a whole kit.
Yeah, and you got the filer with it and everything.
And their nails are handmade. It's not
the nails are hand. Yep, they are really nice.
I ain't even gonna say no brand, but they fake nails be going for about the same price.
Right.
And I'm gonna get one use out of these.
Yeah.
What you mean? What's the difference? Like, I don't get it.
Like, it's like other brands, nail brands.
Like you're not trying to plug them on the podcast?
No, we're not
You're not
doing
gonna
that.
say
We
no
need a
names.
sponsor first, right? They got a sponsor.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, what's up?
But like, they be making false nails and they don't be lasting that long. They just here for the one use. That's it. Then you only get one pair. They say it's 20, but come on, they all not fitting on my nails.
So, Women's History Month. Do we have does the school have anything planned? Like, is there any like?
Yes. So for Women's History Month, tomorrow, actually, I'm taking 25 students to the National Constitution Center. They have a special exhibit. It's called the 19th Amendment. And what that is, it's when women won the vote. You know, because women couldn't always vote. So now women are able to vote. So we're going to the National Constitution Center tomorrow to visit that.
You think our students going to appreciate that? Do you think they even understand what that means? Like,
yes, they understand. I actually explained it thoroughly in my class, and just giving women a voice that matters. And the women in our society are very mouthy. We have opinions and stuff like that, and our voice make a difference. So I think they really will enjoy it. And then we'll have a tea party in April. I waited to April for the tea party because we have some Islamic students and I wanted everybody to have a chance to participate and stuff like that.
Oh, that's decent. Decent.
So you're definitely invited to come if you want to come to the tea party.
Yes, I will.
The beef is over, y'all.
Yes, I'm so happy because she got like a great personality. I could see a bright future for you and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a grudge holder. Like I said, I did take my anger out. Well, not even my anger, just my overstimulation. Like, you said, like, women now, like, our mouth is attitudey. Like, it might come off wrong, and sometimes it do be off wrong.
Right.
But, yes, I'm happy that we was able to squash the beef. Because it wasn't even no beef. It was just
look at that.
Now
Black sisters.
hearing it and looking and seeing.
Exactly. And we got to stick together. Like, we have to. Because we are the future. We still the future. Yep.
Yes.
One day she might be the president, and I'm definitely voting for her, okay?
Vote for Bonnie?
Yes. Vote for Bonnie.
I don't know if I vote for Bonnie to be president.
See, it be the haters, like.
To be president, though? Like,
listen,
you
never know.
You can't do no worse than who in there now, so, like.
I'm saying?
Yes, I'm saying.
You can't do no worse than Uncle Donnie, okay?
Uncle Donnie.
I'm cracking up.
That's what's up, man.
But a question for you, what are your plans after high school?
I want to go to a HBCU. I'm in the process of that right now.
Okay.
Figuring out where I want to commit to.
Mm-hmm.
But a HBCU definitely is where I want to go.
Okay.
It's not that many HBCUs that do have my major, but I want to be, what is it called? You
said forensic science? Is it like a specific...
That's why I was trying to figure out the name of what it's called. It's no, it's a fraud examiner.
A fraud examiner.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's like when people pass away, people still use their credit cards or
wow.
their insurance policy.
Oh my gosh.
I will look into that. Like,
that's major, and I think we need people like you.
Especially now. I feel like that's big. Like a lot of people be doing that with the scam and stuff and all of that.
You trying to crack down on the scam?
Listen,
hey, they ain't gonna bang with you. They be like, dang, Bonnie. I was about to get you a purse.
They're not gonna bang with Miss Blake, and then she said she wanted to be a cop.
Listen, it's cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm a thorough cop, okay? But no, I think that's a good career choice. Because that happened a lot in families. It actually happened in my family. When my grandma passed away, my cousin was spending her money.
I was just about to say that. That is a big thing. No racism, but in Black communities, like families really be taking the money from they deceased. I'm confused.
Exactly.
Taking their land, their clothes. It's like, why?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This topic kind of like touch home. I ain't gonna say somebody in my family did that to like me and my siblings as well. So it's just crazy.
Right.
Yeah, they be having insurance policy on people, and you don't even be knowing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's what I would look into. Like, some people like, they be taking out their insurance policies like before they die, and it's like, okay, now the family just left without the money, but it's like, who got the money? That's what I would look into.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Insurance is important though, insurance policy and stuff like that. A lot of people though, you gotta look at it. Some people do have a negative like view on like life insurance policies and stuff like that. But to be honest, like in our community, like in real life, like people die. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, people do die. So I know that in my family as well, like we had a situation where somebody died and the money wasn't like that. So it kind of was like we was scrambling, you know, to try to get the funds to make sure they had a proper burial and stuff like that.
Right.
And I know that from that experience in my life when I was young and knowing and seeing all that and how it was like kind of chaotic trying to get the funds and we had to ask certain family members to help out and stuff like that. I know that for me and my family that I've created now, I know for sure that I have multiple different like life insurance policies, you know, through the school, through like a supplemental one that I just got myself. You know, I have like, not to say how much it is and stuff, but my daughter will be good if something, you know, happened to me. My daughters, will be good if something happened to me. You know what I mean? Today or tomorrow, whatever. So, or in the next 30, 40 years or something like that. Like, so it's important, man. I know people don't like to think about it because, you know, death is like the ultimate, like, you know, it is what it is, but, you know, you want to make sure your family is squared away if something do happen. Nobody like thinking about it, though.
Yes, but people don't like thinking about it, but death is the only thing that's guaranteed in life.
So how you feel about what if, like, so, like, do you think, this is me, this is, you know, it's a crazy question to ask, but with all this, like, crime out here, and I'm asking both ladies, Ms. Blake, you as well, with all this crime out here, you think parents should start to, like, get more, like, life insurance policies on their kids, especially if they, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
like
100%. And I think with parents is they think, well, if I get an insurance policy on my kid, I'm putting bad karma into the world. But it's like, it's okay. What's something do happen to your kid? Now you in a position and then you're stuck. You know?
Yeah, like you can't, yeah.
Like you said that you wanted to take your students on a trip to Empire State. Where's the Empire State?
Empire Beauty School.
Okay. Cut it out.
She said Empire State Building.
Yeah. Okay.
Empire.
I'm not cutting that. I'm leaving that in. That's funny. So Empire Beauty School, right?
Right.
Yes.
You want to take them there?
Yeah, so the next goals for cosmetology is to eventually turn into a CTE program so they can get real training in cosmetology. After high school, they would go to Empire Beauty School so they can become licensed cosmetologists. Another thing I see happening is students running a shop inside the school and servicing other students and also servicing people in the community as well as staff members.
I like that idea. Like how we kind of turned the closet into like a barbershop. I can see that for the cosmetology.
I honestly think we should, like, I mean, the shop is here. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it could be like a multi-use, you know, the barbershop that we have in the school. Like, you know, there's chairs in there that y'all could do hair and stuff like that. You know, like in my shop that I have outside the school, I have, you know, a lady in there who does like locks and stuff like that. So a lot of times, you know, you can blend, you know, both of the worlds and stuff like that. So I'm just saying it's here. So, you know, you're welcome to come down and use the space whenever you need it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's like West is turning into a one-stop shop. Like we got the health clinic here now where we service community members, students, and staff. We'll have like a hair salon / barbershop. So I think you know, we got a lot of good things happening.
It is so many programs, not even just sports, because the sports list is long.
Right.
But the program list is long. Like you got the after school, you got culinary arts, you got band, you got dance, you got theater. Like it's so much things to do here. That's what I'm saying. Podcasts, like it's so many opportunities if the kids just take it. Like
that's the part. So I'm gonna be honest, and Ms. Blake, you probably agree. I won't put words in your mouth, but that's the biggest frustration for me is knowing all of the services and all the programs that we have for the kids and just seeing, let's highlight the kids who do participate first. Right. We do have a lot of kids who participate and, you know, take heed to all these things that we have for them. But I do still see, you know, a staggering number of kids who don't utilize a lot of the programs and stuff that we have. And that's, you know, that's what kind of gets to me and stuff like that. Like, yo, we have all of these things here. You can learn how to do hair. You can learn how to do nails. You can learn how to cut hair. You can learn how to make legal money to help provide for your family, et cetera, et cetera. But, a lot of our kids just don't see the value in it. Like, how do we help that? Like, how do we help change that?
I think that goes back to staff building rapport with the students because, like you said, we see the good kids that's trying to do their best and stuff like that. But what about the kids that's lacking? Then it becomes our job to push them. I'm a pusher. Like if I see a student falling asleep in class, I'm not going to yell at them and say, wake up, do what you're supposed to do. Nope. I'm going to say, is everything okay at home? Did you have breakfast this morning? What did you eat for dinner? Like, I'm going to check up on their well-being first because it's something that's hindering them from being successful. So when you got the staff that genuinely care and support the students, I feel like they start to feel like, oh, I have a sense of belonging. I want to be here. I'm going to stay after school. I'm going to get involved in this program because it has some type of meaning for my life. But it starts all with building them positive rapports with the students. Because if I feel like, I'm just here, I'm being told, oh, go to class, stay out the hallway, do what you're supposed to do. I'm going to come here and I'm going to do the bare minimum. But then when I got somebody in my ear that's like, go join the band, go to the barbershop, go do real estate, go to cosmetology, go join the sport. Like when I got people constantly in my ear, I'm like, all right, I need to get involved. Like they care about me and I feel like I belong here.
Yeah, you have like such a positive aura about you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I see police officer per se, but some type of like teacher. I mean, you're in the perfect profession right now with with the vibe that you have, but I do see like some sort of like you could probably be a mayor or something like that. I just think that you got a real good, way of connecting to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people,
Right.
you have a trustworthy vibe to you too. Like I could tell like the kids probably could come and tell you anything. Like, you know what I mean?
I would say I had mentors in my life, and I had one teacher from Kensington High School where I went. His name was Mr. Newman. And when I would make little mistakes, he wouldn't yell at me. He would be like, Shanice, your choices, your actions, your life. You only get out of life what you put into it. And I'm like, yo, if you don't go here with these quotes, I don't want to hear that. But it was just like he was constantly in my ear. So if I came upon a negative situation, I'm like, oh my God, he said my choices, my actions, my life. So I'm like, anything I do is going to be a reflection of it, whether it's positive or negative. So that stuck with me. And sometimes, if teachers are in your ear and if it's positive, students will remember that. But if you constantly nagging and being negative, they'll remember that too. And it's just like, all right, I'm not getting involved. Like, I'm going to do the bare minimum.
You just said the perfect thing. I feel like it's our duty to still like say it. Like, you know what I mean? Because I think sometimes, even myself, like Abeni, you've seen, I get frustrated with the kids from time to time when they just make bonehead decisions, but you gotta still make sure that you're, speaking that positivity and that light into the kids so they can like you said, like they might not see it right now. They might not get it right now.
Right.
But, the hope is that they remember and they, do what you did. Like now, every thing that teacher used to say to you, it resonates so much now as an adult. You know what I mean? So it's important.
Yes, it is. And, everybody have a story. So say, for an example, I was a kid and I didn't walk a straight path, but that's my story to do well in life as I get older. And I can share it with the youth and give her some advice so she can be successful as well.
Exactly. Because I was going to say that, like, kids at home, like, that's the only thing they hear is nagging. Well, not nagging, but them using their authority or their higher up on them. So it's like I come to school and now I'm getting the same thing put in me. It's like, okay, now I'm just feeling negative within myself. Like, okay, I just keep getting yelled at. I'm not going to want to participate. I'm not going to be a part of my community. But having that positive person in your ear is like, okay, I can do this. I can do that. I am better than this. I am enough.
Nah, definitely.
Yep. And it starts from the time the students walk into the door and they're being greeted by school safety. Like, it should be with a smile. Good morning, how are you, and stuff like that. So if I'm a kid and I'm having a bad day, but I get that smile when I walk in the building, I'm going to be like, you know what? I belong here. I want to be here. I'm ready to start my day.
Exactly. Like I said, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that positivity in the morning will carry you throughout the whole day. Like something bad might happen, but something positive happened in the morning. Forget that. Like I'm still in a good mood, you know?
Yeah, definitely. That definitely, it helps me. So I know for sure it helps the kids as well. You know, you come in, somebody, make a funny joke. Know who's real good at that? Our principal. She come in, smile at you. Bobby, what you doing? Like, Bobby, what you doing? Like, you got here on time? Like, I did. Like, you know what I mean? So, I think she want to make a cameo. Y'all want to let her come on?
Yes, here's the beautiful principal.
You can walk in the middle. We walk in the middle.
Hey, how are you?
My favorite.
Travis.
Thank you. I knew I was destined for greatness when I came to West. Principal Travis was like, Miss Blake, I could see you doing it, and now I'm doing it. So I'm definitely grateful for this position.
Your journey from school police.
I did. So, yep, I started off as a school safety officer. I did that for about 6.5 years. And I built so many rapport with the students. And I was like, I can go into the classroom. I can relate to the students. I'm authentic. And I know that they'll benefit from me being in the classroom. So this is my second year here at West Philadelphia High School.
Miss Blake, listen, this has been literally, I'm going to say, one of the best podcasts that we had thus far.
So far with a dope, yes.
You sound so happy.
Like if we had beef.
Yes.
Like, we got some controversy on here. Like, they was about to throw the one in the chair. They was about to
yeah, she was about to get the fade on, but she didn't need it. She didn't need it. So I'm going to let her slide, like, because I really like her.
Now, listen, it's all love. Like, y'all going to probably link up and, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listen, man, I do what I do when I do it. You feel me? I'm taking credit for this link up, too.
Yes, right. Because you didn't even know.
I ain't know nothing about the beef like that. But as soon as I heard, I said, that's good content. Like,
I'm cracking up.
And the moral of the story is, like, you got to learn to forgive and forget and move forward in order to be, a productive citizen.
Exactly. Because who wants to hold that in them or with them? Like, just in general, just for anything. But for example, for this, like, why am I hating on the teacher? Like,
exactly.
Like for example, like right now, like, let's just say I did hold a grudge towards her. I have a role to play. I have a job to do.
Yep.
Right. So it's like now I'm just and the whole podcast like that.
It would have been boring,
right?
Yeah.
Like that's not necessary. Like,
yeah, that's true. I try to that's what we try to instill in the kids. I know you do the same thing, Ms. Blake. It's just like, yo, you never know, like, who you. I can't stand like beefs. Because you just never know who you may need in the future and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to make sure every, connection that I make is just a positive one.
Right.
You can't please everybody. I do understand that as well. Like, everybody's not going to like you and stuff like that. But I do try my best to, like, just have good relationships with people, man. I want people to, like, when they tell somebody else about Bob, Mr. Green, except, whatever, I just wanted to be something positive. Like, nah, he a cool dude. Like, nah, he thorough. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just, I look forward to that. So, but again, thank you for coming on to the podcast. Abeni, always a pleasure. You holding it down for your boy. And this was another episode of The Scoop.
Look
at you know it.
Yes, that was lit. Give me a hug. Oh, yeah, we just speak in the hallway.
Yes.